Hello everyone, my name is Kevin Tarr. I'm an iOS engineer and today is day 31 of Algorithms in Swift. And yes, I bring you greetings from outside. And yes, I do have a face mask. So I'm not here, disobeying quarantine. I'm here bringing you Algorithms in Swift in a very safe manner, very safe and healthy manner. But all jokes aside, um, I want to talk to you about a problem that I've come across that I've seen in interviews and other people have told me that they've run across in interviews. And people have really, when they've approached this problem, they've given some, good solutions, but they've been pretty verbose, in my opinion, of how they solve it. It's finding the majority element within an array. Okay, so that's the element that appears the most times within an array. So something like this, the answer should return 2 because 2 appears the most times in the array. Or something like this, the answer should return 2 and 3 because 2 and 3 are both tied for first place in terms of appearing the most times. So I found some pretty good solutions to this for people who have proposed solutions, but I think I have a pretty good solution myself that's not as verbose. In fact, it's 2 lines, and I think you'd be amazed at how quickly, how efficient, how fast we solve this using our best friend, functional programming, to solve it. So without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so as I said earlier, our problem states, given an array, find the majority element or the element that appears the most times. And here are some test case examples. The first array, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, should return an array of 2 with just one element in it. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4 should return an array of just the element 4, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 7, 8 should return 7 and 8. The reason why we have an array, of course, is because if we have a tie, then we want to account for there being more than one winner in terms of what element appears the most times. So we can solve this really quickly in 2 lines of code. I'll show you right now. We're going to use functional programming. We're going to use mapping, and we're going to use filtering to figure this out. Okay, so func majority element is first we're going to create a dictionary. We'll call it dict, no pun intended. Dictionary. Gonna do array dot map, and we're gonna make a map of tuples like we did in video 13, and then we're gonna unique the keys with an addition operator, and then we're just gonna return dict array dict dot filter 0 dot value equals dict dot values dot max keys, and I think that's it. Let's see if we have a home run here. So I'll explain it right after I show you about a valid test case. So this should return 2. Yep, array of 2. I've seen people use 2 for loops and all this crazy code to solve this, and this is, in my opinion, a very clean, precise, concise way to solve this problem, a very complex problem that functional programming can just solve in a sense. 787, yep. So it passed all our test cases. So guys, basically what we're doing here is really, really simple and straightforward, even though it doesn't look like that. Basically, we create a dictionary out of the array with all the elements, all the numbers inside of it. We map over it and create tuples with the elements, with the numbers. So we pair it up with number one. That, as you can see there, the $0 is the element. Number one is our counter, and we're uniquing the keys with the counter. So basically, anytime we see a duplicate number, we just add one to the value, and keep adding one to the value and to the value and to the value, so that we can make it distinct. And then all we're doing with that is comparing the values after the next line. We're filtering. We're comparing the values of all the values in the dictionary, and we're seeing if the value of each element equals the maximum value of the element. So in this case, 8, 7, 8, 8, 8 and 7 appear 2 times. So that's our maximum value in our dictionary. So we're checking each number here in the dictionary to see if its value equals 2. If its value equals 2, which is the maximum amount of times a number has appeared in the array, then put that in an array and return that array. So in our case, it was 8 and 2, but we print right here. You can see right here for clarity's sake. Dict, print dict. You see right here, 8 is 2, 7 is 2. So we're comparing the values of 8 of 2 and 7. They have the maximum value. And if you do dict print dict that values dot max, you also see that we're looking for 2. So any value that is equal to 2, we want the key for that. And 8 and 7 qualify for that, which is the maximum values, and we return. So guys, I think this is a good example of a solution you could bring out in this interview. I think it could really bring up some very interesting conversation in an interview about your knowledge of functional programming, understanding of some very unique features of the dictionary or hash maps of whatever language you're coming from, but dictionary definitely in Swift and Objective-C. And filtering and mapping, I think, are very, very powerful subject matters when it comes to functional programming. That I think if you can use effectively, I think you can really, really reduce not just the amount of code you write, but the amount of time you spend writing code. I think this is also not as computationally expensive as using an NSCOUNTEDSET to solve this problem. I have another solution to this problem, so I'll bring it to you guys tomorrow. But for now, hope you enjoyed this. Hope this brings you value, and I hope you have a good night. Thanks for watching.